Hey gang, it's Jay, and I am doing a video on a cheap chest rig. A lot of guys, everyone has high dollar chest rigs, whether it's the new T-Rex ones out there, Haley, for Spear, just to name a few. There's a ton out there. Then there's a lot of cheap ones out there. NC Star, I believe, is one of them. Rothko, some of the other brands that maybe are more recognizable in the airsoft crowd. But there's a couple different chest rigs out there that you can be had on the cheap, but are also of higher quality, that are patterned after whether it be old classic designs or our actual surplus designs. One of those is the traditional, what we all know as the Chicom chest rig, the traditional AK-47 chest rig, the preferred chest rig of our former or current enemy. So, anyways, but another chest rig out there that was patterned after the Chicom chest rig, and that is the Fereday Sons Rhodesian Bush rig, or the Rhodesian chest rig, and that was really popular back in the 80s. A lot of guys in the fighting in the Bush Wars, they were using the Chicom chest rigs because that's what they were capturing off of the guerrilla forces that they were battling at the time. And then they started making some improvements on it and making their own. And during that time there in Rhodesia, everything got cut off. Things weren't getting exported in. So they had to deal with some local manufacturers sourcing local materials, things like that. And they ended up coming up with one of them was the Fereday Sons Bush chest rig, which is, as you see here. So that was the way that I got it. And I went through and wanted to make some modifications to it, because come on, who doesn't like to modify gear? We're waiting for things to kick off, so what else have we got to do besides training and going to work and all of that good stuff? But I wanted to set it up a little bit differently as more of a minimalist rig, something that you could wear over a, I should say, under a coat, like a smock, a hoodie, anything like that, something that might be able to conceal a little bit better, but kind of have your basics on it. Your ammo, your first aid, and comms. Really just the pure basics. So what I ended up coming up with was here's a Fereday Sons chest rig, patterned after, this is a reproduction, patterned after the classic Rhodesian chest rig. So there you have it there. I'm going to switch over, do a tabletop review, and show you guys what I did. And some of you may like it, some may not. Hey, you guys who, myself included, who have modded some of the old Chicom chest rigs, you might like this. Some of these ideas I actually got out of from a few of you. So anyways, stay tuned. We'll jump into it and take it from there. So, be right back. Alright gang, so as you can see here, what I did was, the chest rig started off with 4 main pockets designed to fit the FAL mags, and each one had an individual flap over top of it here with normal snaps to it. Some people like the snaps, some people don't. I haven't used this in the field yet, I gotta be honest with you, and I haven't, the snaps don't feel cheap, they don't feel weak, they're pretty solid, so I'm pretty comfortable in that snap. But the problem with snaps is they're not fast and they're loud. So what I did was, obviously I'm using this as an AR rig. You can use it for AKs, AK mags, you can use it for any other extended mags. The pouches originally are designed to fit 2 mags. They are designed so you could, if in all reality, carry 2, 4, 6, 8 mags on your person. I wanted it to be a little bit lower profile, so I set it up to carry 2, upwards of 4. So my middle pockets here, I took the flaps and just tucked them behind in case I do ever want to use those flaps. I kind of figured, well, instead of cutting those off, maybe, I probably am going to end up cutting them off because I think the snap gets in the way. That's in there. But here we have it set up to carry 2 mags. I figure traditionally I have one in my pockets or on my belt line, one in the weapon, 2 on my chest, a couple in the bag, good to go. So what I did here was I took mine, tucked the flaps in, took bungee, actually secured the bungee here around the backside, tied it off up front, used a good old cord lock that we all have. We all have pieces, parts, boxes, so I just took some, had some old bungee cord laying around, cut that to size. So if you're only going to put one mag in there and you want to have good retention there you have your one mag in place. Nothing's going anywhere, so I mean, it's not moving, so you're good. So I did that as my first modification to this. Second modification I did was radio pouch. I'm big on being able to have comms, whether it's with home base, whether it's with your patrol group, whether it's at camp. I believe comms are really a really important tool to learn, and it's an important skill set as well. So what I did there was I tried modifying the flap to accommodate the antenna and everything, but to be honest with you, I screwed up on it. So plan B was I had an old radio pouch that I took the equipment off of, took the keeper off of it with the Velcro, added a Velcro patch here around where the snap was so that it could just fit right in place, and the snap actually fits. So I was surprised by that, but kind of pleasantly surprised. So if you really wanted it secure there, you could snap it in place. And on the inside, I just secured it on the inside. I attached some Velcro on the inside to attach the other end of the keeper. So it will fit a full-size Baofeng radio or any other full-size handheld radio. This one has the extended battery on it there. So pop that into place. It more than fits. Secure it. It's not going anywhere, right? Next modification I did was, I think we all remember from the Chicom chest rigs, having the D-ring set up on the side. It's a pain in the butt, or even, it's a pain in the butt to tie it behind your back. So I took the D-rings off, added a Fastex buckle, so that you can just snap it right into place there. Works out good, right? Easy to adjust. The heavier duty cotton webbing is harder to pull through, but once you have it set, you're good to go. I was going to do the same thing on the sides, but I can't find any more buckles in my parts box, so that's going to have to come at a later date. They do use a wider webbing over the chest. I like it. Makes it a lot more comfortable, especially carrying a little bit of a load up the front. Under the wearer's, the right mag cell, what I did here was I made, you guys have seen this in other videos, I've made several of them, but I have a pull-out first aid kit there. So in the first aid kit, I have compression bandages, extra gauze, I have chest seals, an ace bandage, I have a boo-boo kit inside in case that needs anything. So that way at least I can take care of big things, little things, all that good stuff. And then I got a pair of trauma shears that stows behind everything in there as well. So that whole kit, as you can see, just takes up the same amount of space as two mags. Pop that into place. Bam. Secure it. Good to go. Last but not least, added a tourniquet keeper on here. So the tourniquet keeper, I made a whole bunch of these because I had this issue with a bunch of my gear. So I took those, remember those, I think they're made by Black Hawk, those speed sticks. So I took those, added some bungee to it, duct taped it, so that way it can fit behind any piece of MOLLE webbing. In this case, on the old surplus stuff, the old cotton webbing, and then you just take your tourniquet, pop it right in there, and it's not going anywhere. So for me, that is a good, basic, bare bones, inexpensive, grab-and-go chest rig. If you want to call it a modern Minuteman chest rig, by all means, it certainly fills that bill. Anyway, so I'll put a link in the bottom that where I got it at. I ordered it off of Amazon through War Replicas. It is made by, it's a Fereday Sons replica or reproduction chest rig. It was, I think, $33. shipped from India. That's where they're made. They're not made in China. They're made in India, which back during the colonial times there for the British Empire, they had a lot of their stuff made in India. So it's high quality goods. But for 33 bucks, do a couple self modifications, and yeah, you're probably pretty good to go there. So anyways, that's my tabletop review. May have been a little long-winded, but I think a little history on the rig is certainly warranted for the type of kit it is, and I'm pleased with it so far. So I can't wait to get out to the range and use it. So, anyways, guys, there's the chest rig. I felt it warranted going over a little bit of detail about it in the beginning there, a little historical aspect of the old Rhodie rigs. And yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. I like my Chicom rig, so I definitely I like the way this one fits a little bit better across the chest. It definitely sits much nicer there when you're wearing it, and it's easy to get on. I mean, for me, just a matter of pulling it on, secure up the back, and you're good to go, right? So anyways, that's it. You guys take care. Thanks for watching along, and yeah, keep getting out there, keep training, keep putting your gear to use, keep getting familiar with it. Keep standing up for what you guys believe. Don't give an inch. Don't let up. Get others around you involved if you can. If you know that they're on your side and are like-minded folks, definitely start slowly bringing them in, and be amazed at what we can do. So anyways, gang, you guys take care. Keep getting out there. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. One of the best parts of the chest rig. Shoot. Check it out. What would normally hold 2 mags. Take your favorite beverage. Pop it in. Hey, you have a 4 beer carrier, right? So wouldn't be a bad on campouts or at the ball game for the kids. Can be a camp beer bandolier. So you never know what you're going to get into, right, gang? You guys take care. Bye.